Knock on the door, episode 4. We are straight back again with some very, very big games today. I mean, team-wise, one of them's going to be huge, but the others, I do want to be picking points up. We've got 3 competitions again. We've got Champions League and League Cup action all the time at the moment, as I know I just stuttered on my words a little bit. As welcome back, people, to episode number 4 of season number 1, like I just mentioned, of this Chelsea career mode here on FIFA 22, our final save, as there is spoilers on the screen already, so don't look down. Don't look at the standings page. If you haven't seen the previous episode, go ahead and watch that one, and the one before, and the one before, and the one before. So you've watched every single episode up to date. And of course, if you're enjoying this save and you haven't done already, or you've just stumbled across it and you think you will enjoy it, and you want to keep up to date, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and drop a comment down below telling me that you've done so, as of course I'm replying to comments, so I'll see you down there, as you'll see us down in the table as well. We're in 9th position in the Premier League, not too great of a start to our league campaign. 7 games in though, so it is early doors, and I know we play 3 teams in the league who are all below us, 2 in fact in the relegation zone, which is very nice, as Everton are in 3rd as well. And I've noticed Dele Alli is top scorer in the Premier League, which is absolutely unbelievable. James Maddison is on the score sheet as well. He's on the top scorers with 4, 7th overall, as I'll show you the fixtures we do have today. We start with that trip away to Brentford again, this time in the league, which will be a simulation to start us off with. Not a great result against Southampton, I know. As Salzburg in the Champions League, I think we are going to play this one. We want to keep going with this Champions League campaign. We'll play Bournemouth, who are bottom of the league. Why not? And we'll simulate the Cup, because the Carabao Cup isn't more important than the FA Cup in my eyes. And of course, we do have the FA Cup coming up, and I'll play more of those games compared to the Carabao, as then we'll play Newcastle as well. Technically a big team. I haven't put the transfers through for the Geordies, but away at St James's Park, anything can happen before Nottingham Forest, Leicester and Man United next time out, and then we go into the busy December period. But for now, we rebuild this league form, as that is definitely priority number 1, as we're 10th in the division now, joint on points with City, who we beat, and Mohamed Salah getting player of the month. And then it shows me De Bruyne, who scored against us. 2 ex-players that we shouldn't have let go of, as Diaron Ballo is still moaning about his wages, as his contract does expire in 9 months. I think with the size of the squad and everything, and how he's actually really being a bit needy for his contract, I'm going to show what kind of manager I am in this save, and I'm going to just straight up release him. Of course, that sorted his contract out by making it non-existent, as it says Ballo dumped after boss clash, which is right, as Brentford in 19th in the table, Bournemouth in 20th, who we play after this. We've got what should be a good run-up, as we've definitely got one tired player in there. We've had an international break, which you're just coming back from. Fofana's gone up in a rating, which is okay. But I think I'm going to stick with this team. It did get the draw against Southampton, but I've still got faith in it, as Edouard Mendy's in goal. We've got Loftus-Cheek back at right wing-back. Koulibaly, Silva, Zakaria staying in there, with Ben Chilwell at the side of him. N'Golo Kante, Maddison playing very, very well, and Kovacic the same in midfield, with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Kai Havertz preferred up front to Iñaki Williams, and of course Raheem Sterling still suffering that injury. So, away at the Brentford Community Stadium, with the stadium name now, please don't let us down, as a 1-1 draw with Brentford. That's not great, you know. Visser on the half-time mark, and then Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the 90th minute, after dominating the game, just to escape with a point. These simulation games really not working out for us, as I guess we've just got to focus on the Champions League. You can see the position right here. 4 points us, 4 points Milan. Zagreb are not going down without a fight, but Salzburg are bottom, so we've got to make sure we do get the win in this one. As I'll think about putting you in Iñaki, which I am going to do for this one, of course. I'm going to change this around a little bit. Still on my hunt to hit loads of form. As you can see, it's changed around quite a bit. Cucurella, Fofana. Zakaria gone to that side. Loftus-Cheek still in there. Gallagher. Iñaki's not going to be the captain. Mount, Jorginho, Kai Havertz stays in. He's actually hit a little bit of form. So I'm going to give the armband to... Let's give it Jorginho. Why not? He seems to strike him as a bit of a leading character when he wants to be. As we're going to go to Salzburg, we're going to play this one. It is away from home. Want to make sure the Champions League form doesn't drop as well as trying to get back to league form when we go back to the final 2 games that we have today. We didn't get beat against Southampton, we didn't get beat against Brentford, but we didn't want them draws, and we definitely don't want a draw here. Let's see this Salzburg team then. Welke in goal, Piatowski, Capaldo, we'll wait for it to change of course, Sesko on the bench, with Wober at the back, he's okay, Bernardo, ex-Brighton of course, as Bernade, Sucic, Capaldo, like I've already said, Christiansen there, Aronson there, who are Leeds men in real life, Okafor was one, and I missed the other striker. Like I always say though, hopefully he's not touching the ball so I don't need to know him, as I think that is him anyway, Koita, that I missed out on. Brendan Aronson, we know, can have a good game against Chelsea. Don't let him near Edouard Mendy. Quite a decent player to force a mistake, unfortunately, as Brendan Aronson goes back. Aronson through the middle, Okafor with a chance, and whoa, I didn't really know where Zakaria was going with that one, but we've avoided a bit of a banana skin at the start of this game. Get out from this area, boys. Come on, Mason Mount across, straight into Ruben Loftus-Cheek here in Austria. We struggling first 10 minutes. That wasn't a great move at all, as now Noah Okafor. He's right side of us, Okafor! Good save, Edouard Mendy. What is happening? What is happening, boys? I mean, yes, it's only 9 minutes in, but still, that is 2 big chances where they should be in front with, as now we need to try and get that away. Brendan Aronson, the ball falls to. Christiansen's onside. Capaldo into Aronson. Little bit of a gap. Koita, we just can't get the ball. We can't get anywhere near it, in fact, as this is really good passing from the Austrians, and flashed wide. Koita with the ball through the middle onto Brendan Aronson, as Bernardo puts the ball down the wing right there into Noah Okafor. Pulls one back into Aronson. Khalid Koulibaly with the block, and he charges out to get that header into Kai Havertz. Brilliant turn and injection of pace from him as he chips it over the top, straight into the path of Iñaki Williams, who's going to keep on going. Here's the Spaniard one-on-one. Our first chance of the game, and it is buried here in Salzburg. It's a brilliant counter-attacking move, and one we just took right. Excellent display, really good chip over the top, straight into the path of the Spaniard, and he was not slowing down. Drilled across the goalkeeper, side netting, cool, calm, composed strike. Koita with the ball onto Aronson, and hang on! Noah Okafor has Salzburg straight away level. I'm sorry, did we just switch off at the back? Have we gone to sleep? 1 goal, we know, does not guarantee anything in the Champions League. And we've let the Red Bull team get straight back into it, and it's just an easy goal, isn't it? It's coming from the wing, Bernardo back into the middle, slotted through, kept onside by Zakaria, and bottom bins of Edouard Mendy's net, who, to be fair, definitely really should have saved that one. No, definitely really. Doesn't really make much sense, but we're going to run with it as Kai Havertz on the ball straight away. We've got Marc Cucurella up this wing, we do, as he's going to get back onto this ball, and he's going to go backwards into Jorginho, who cuts inside a little bit. Keep on going, keep on dribbling. That's the ball straight into Conor Gallagher, who's of course not been on the ball much in this one, as Mason Mount. Oh! What a way back to get in front! What a strike, Mason Mount! Look at that. Absolutely phenomenal. Conor Gallagher just taps it into Mason Mount, takes 2 good touches, and thwacks it into the roof of the net. That's us back in front, and 3 very quick goals. Phenomenal display right here as Gallagher into Zakaria. Koulibaly, he'll put that straight through the middle onto Iñaki Williams. He's got runners either side of him. He's going to keep on charging down into Kai Havertz. Christiansen with the easy block as Koita now to run forward a little bit. He slots it into Noah Okafor. Zakaria's on the back foot trying to make up for it. Gets a bit of a touch. Mendy has to save it. He's causing big problems, is the Swiss. He is a very talented striker, as he's showing right here, as we still lead, of course. But what an eventful game so far. Jorginho, the captain for today, with the head away. Still trying to chase it down and get rid of it. Aronson into Koita. Now Christiansen! Good save. Another corner ball here, as we need to get this out of the box. Come on, half-time, please. We always get half-time blown when, of course, we just clear it. So hopefully it's blown very soon, of course. Still added time to come, as they might get an attack out of this. Wober is going to jog forward slightly into Brendan Aronson. Round the corner into Koita. Loftus-Cheek. Brilliant timing on that one, but not a great pass from Marc Cucurella. And Aronson forces a save out of Mendy. They are all over us in the final third. Once we get out of that, we're decent, but We just need to make sure we can clear it. Fofana with the header. Still Christiansen. Blocked by Mendy. Needed clearing. Still does. Christiansen with the block. And there's the whistle. 2-1 at the break. And I'm sorry, this second half, we've got to wake up. A better second half, definitely, as Kai Havertz. Straight onto Jorginho. Into Conor Gallagher. Let's get going, captain. Charges up the field a little bit as Kai Havertz with the turn out. Conor Gallagher into the side. Loftus-Cheek forward into Iñaki Williams. Onto Kai Havertz. There's a run down the wing here for Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek to try and keep this and pull it back. Unlucky. Almost did. As Cucurella to read this one. Not the greatest of passes, but Zakaria's on this one. He drills it through the middle into Conor Gallagher, who doesn't get that pass right. Capaldo onto Bernardo. Jorginho with that block. Pass it straight through that gap, please. There we go. Kai Havertz to run away with this one. Here he is, King Kai. Can he whip in a decent ball? And Yaki's waiting there. Tried the flick, and it's saved. Very, very good save, and I thought it was cheeky enough to try something, and Yaki almost getting the brace. Brilliant ball from Kai Havertz as Loftus-Cheek is better as it lands on the head of Mason Mount for his second. What is up with the English attacking midfielders in this Chelsea team? They dominate the games as Mason Mount scores a beauty. Brilliant diving, well, not even a diving header, but just a pinpoint bang header. Just free as a bird in the middle and just put it past Walk into the bottom bin. Brilliant. As after that, we're going to take Conor Gallagher off. You can see Charles Giles making a Champions League debut. Just come through the academy as well, my stew. As Mason Mount keeps it onto Giles. Tries to put it over Aronson. And it's a handball anyway, so it wasn't really a bad pass. We can't say that. As it's going to be Loftus-Cheek to pass it short into Koulibaly. Loftus-Cheek yet again, a brilliant display as he gets the ball down this wing. Good 2 touches towards Cucurella. Hasn't worked. Sesko just comes onto the field as Iñaki Williams to run forward with this one. Cesar Azpilicueta is going to go backwards into Khalid Koulibaly. Now Iñaki Williams again. He's got a man at the right-hand side who he's going to use in Azpilicueta. Just on for Loftus-Cheek into Charles Giles, who had a bit of a chance. Unlucky. And Cucurella to run forward. 1 added minute on the clock as Kai Havertz is absolutely shattered. But he's going to try and switch the ball over the top into Havertz. Charles Giles with the shot. Into Havertz again. That's a awkward save for the keeper. And Yaki putting pressure on. But the final whistle goes anyway. I don't think it was the best first half display for definite. But we did get the win. 3-1 away from home in the Champions League. And that's 3 big points for the group stages. As after this, Iñaki Williams appreciates what I've got to say. Great performance from him. And Charles Giles, fantastic performance. Son as well. He did well off the bench. Of course, 1 scored, 1 almost did. As it's a quick turnaround for Bournemouth, who are bottom of the league. But it's a risky game to play, of course. Have they got any points yet? You can see we're in 12th, which isn't good. And no, 8 straight defeats. You could say I could simulate this one, but I'm not gonna. Absolutely no way I'm gonna, as Harvey Vale wants to be loaned out to Midtjylland, which I'll accept for a normal loan, once that can, of course, go through. As Kovacic wanting to play in this one, I'll listen. As this is the team that we're going to go for. You can see it's back to relatively full strength. Loftus-Cheek is in still at right wing back. Very, very good performances. I've gone for Silva, Koulibaly and Fofana. Zakaria finally dropped, because I did think he was at fault for the first goal, especially in that last one. Mason Mount over Maddison, who of course is playing well, but Mason Mount played very, very well in that last game. Kovacic back in. Aubameyang back in, of course, with Kai Havertz still up front with him. Despite him not scoring, he's fitter than Iñaki, and it's bottom of the league, so can he get a goal right here? I think last time he scored in-game, at least, was Crystal Palace on the opening game of the season, so let's go into it. Bournemouth. Let's have a look at this Bournemouth side. Mark Travers is in goal. Stacey, Phillips, Hill and Wagner at the back, with Lerma, Cook and Billing. They've got Ryan Christie, Dominic Solanke and Sariki Dembele. Once a Grimsby player who put in a transfer request, so I don't really like him. Only messing, got nothing really against him. The only thing I've got against him right now is beating them as N'Golo Kante's run straight through the middle. This isn't the Bournemouth kick-off they pride themselves on, as we've struck the post 2 minutes in. That should have been 1-0 already. That would have been brilliant from N'Golo, who is yet to get a goal, but you don't expect him scoring really, do you? Because that's a rough challenge from ex-player Solanke. on Fofana, but that's not a good pass from Ben Chilwell, and not a good tackle as well. Siriki Dembele is on it. Advantage is over. They've got a shot on, and it's easy. He'll get the ball back onto Aubameyang. Slotted through onto Kai Havertz, who unfortunately can't beat Phillips, but we do get the throw in. Almost half an hour in. Still no goals here against Bournemouth. Not as lively as, of course, the game against IB Salzburg, as they're making a lot of noise of their fans. Can we get that pass into Aubameyang? I think he's onside. He is. Aubameyang scores the first goal here, and finally we've broke the deadlock. We should have broke it 2 minutes in, but we've left it to the striker to put us 1-0 up. A brilliant move, very close control from that throw-in between everyone. Mason Mount slots it through and just into the side netting for 1. Absolutely brilliant. His 5th goal. So Maddison's got 4, Aubameyang's got 5 it seems, as Mason Mount's first to this one. He's got Aubameyang in the middle, you know, and he's going to keep on going. It's Mason Mount, whip it in finally. Looking for the tall man, Kai Havertz, to try and put that down into Kovacic, who should get there and does. Loftus-Cheek on the overlap. Brilliant ball. Can whip that in back post. That's a brilliant move, but just hasn't worked. Aubameyang down to Kovacic. Kovacic across. Touch from Havertz. Shot from Havertz. Saved. Have started to get on top of them, to be fair, as a stray ball over the top from them, to be fair. And Thiago Silva just to whack it forward. Straight into the path of Havertz. Tried his best to try and control it, but unfortunately could not. Christie into Solanke. Billing goes backwards, and that's half-time. 1-0 up against the Cherries. I'm always pessimistic, so I would like more goals, but it's a good display. There's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to get us underway, and that's not a great challenge, is it? Not great at all. Yellow card for Lewis Cook. Thought it could have been more, to be fair, but Wesley Fofana to try and pass it straight away, but Jefferson Lerma with the instant tackle, and now we're on the back foot a little bit. Robbie Brady amongst the Bournemouth ranks as he's running down this wing. Ball inside. Lerma's avoided it. Solanke's got it. And it's a save from Edouard Mendy to keep us at 1-0. Big chance for Bournemouth, as now it's going to be Lewis Cook again. And I'm introducing Iñaki Williams to the field just for that injection, because I haven't really had it from Kai Havertz this game, as Lerma gives it down to Lewis Cook. Get this pressure on Mason Mount running at them. Don't mind it. It's Iñaki to actually make the tackle right here. Very good one, in fact. Here he is, the Spaniard down the wing. Tries to whip it in. It's hit Lewis Cook. And it's actually in the area. It's going to be a penalty kick. I thought it was outside of the box, but no. Given us inside. Deemed as a penalty kick. And we are going to have a huge chance to increase the lead. Jorginho isn't on, is he? So I think duties fall to Aubameyang. I'm going to go bottom right. Just avoid the post a little bit. And it's slotted into perfection for his 2nd of the game. That should be wrapped up, I would say. A brace for him. And sinking the Cherries. Very composed, very calm. And just stroked into the bottom right. Don't usually score at the bottom right as well. Keepers dive that way. Have this time. Very, very decent as Kovacic onto Kante. Aubameyang now. We've got Mason Mount just behind us a little bit, but Aubameyang's going to keep it. Going to keep hold of it. And he's going to get the hat-trick immediately after the last one. Voice breaks all over. As what a strike that is. Our first hat-trick hero. Brilliant. What a goal it is. Just put through that little gap. And just finished into the back of the net. Beautiful. Bang. Top bins. And a double change after that. Kovacic for Gallagher, and Chilwell will come off for Azpilicueta, who's going to be trusted on the left. Mr. Versatile along the back line, because he's got a yellow card as Chilwell. Don't want him suspended for the next Premier League game, as Kukurea is probably playing in the Cup anyways. And Koulibaly with the ball at his feet right here. Through the middle onto Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Across the field, looking for the gap where Jack Stacey is. And Azpilicueta was almost there, just fizzed straight out of play. And Cesar's going to get this throw in. Throw it backwards into Iñaki. Into N'Golo Kante, who's the captain now. I didn't actually know he was at the moment, as Azpilicueta's got a decent ball down the wing into him. Here's Cesar. Squeeze it in on the angle. And it's going to be a throw-in. And not long to go now. A good 3-0 performance as Aubameyang. He's wanting more. He smells blood. As there's 4 added minutes, there's time for a 4th. As he whips a ball in. Easy header away from Hill. As Azpilicueta's going to put pressure on Brady, but he hasn't managed to do him. Good work, Cesar. Dave, as Aubameyang tries to put that into the path of Iñaki. Unfortunately defended, but fortunately the final whistle follows, and it's a 3-0 win. 9 defeats straight for Bournemouth. Do have to feel for them a little bit, but I feel better for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who's taking that match ball home, and it's a brilliant win. As Watford away in the next round, brilliant win, Mateo Kovacic. What a player. Just what an underrated player he is. As we're going to go straight into this next one, switching this team up again, as this is what we're going for. You can see Kepa's back in, Zakaria, Aspie as captain, Kukurea, Jorginho, Gallagher, Maddison and Williams. Just changing it up for the usual rotation kind of side as we're away against a championship side. I really don't want to be let down here, boys. Please, simulations have not been it so far, but it is this time. Maddison, a Tabo with an instant reply from Jorginho, missing a penalty. That would have got Vicarage Road up for it, but Kai Havertz in 2 minutes with his brace kills it off. Into the hat for round 5 as we're 7th in the Premier League right now. That goal difference would have done us the world of good, as we have what I would say is a little bit of a challenge to end the episode out with. Of course, not the real deal that they are in real life, but Newcastle as a short-term loan for Carney Chukwuemeka. That's actually decent. He was on the bench last time. I've been offered the England job. No offence. Just keep Gareth Southgate. Keep him. Just keep him. I don't want the job. As this is the team that we're going to go with, you can see many of the usual suspects straight back into this one. So let's see if we can get back to getting some league form consistently together. Not draws, but wins. Away at St James's Park. They're in 15th of the Geordies. Let's show them why we deserve to be in the top 6. Let's have a look at this Newcastle team. Dubravka is in goal. Manquillo, Clark, Byrne and Lascelles. With Fraser, Longstaff, Hayden, Joelinton and El Shaarawy with Wilson. Is St Maximin in that? He's on the bench for El Shaarawy. I mean, that is a bit light to be fair. Kieran Trippier on the bench. What's going on? I'm not one to tell Eddie how to do his job, but that's not changes I'd make for Chelsea. Keeping Trippier and St Maximin out, but maybe they think we're not that good, which to be fair, we do need to improve, as N'Golo Kante is showing why. Not a great pass around the corner. Chasing it back a little bit into Wilson. Now Longstaff. Going to come forward again. Wesley Fofana with the ball right here into Thiago Silva. Forward onto Mason Mount, who's going to switch one out wide into Loftus-Cheek, who's going to get running a little bit right here. Just unfortunate. Joelinton with a tackle. Mason Mount through to Kai Havertz. And Kai Havertz needs to find a ball out wide into Chilwell. Whips it into the back post. Looking towards Aubameyang and Kovacic with that header down into N'Golo Kante. No use of the hand in that. Unfortunate as El Shaarawy into Joelinton. Longstaff. He's going to put one over the top. Loftus-Cheek coming across to Lascelles, but not getting there. But Kante does. Unfortunately doesn't come away with it. Wilson into Joelinton. And Joelinton to just to steadily dribble this away. The reborn central midfielder as Hayden now into Longstaff. Go tackle Wesley Fofana and Koulibaly. Tip that over the top into Havertz. He's headed it down, to be fair to him. Not Loftus-Cheek. Mason Mount into Chilwell. Wrong side of the field. As we're going to try and get forward right here. Kante through the gap onto Havertz. Final pass. All over the top right here. Loftus-Cheek with the header down into Koulibaly. Passes it forward into Mason Mount, who's going to try and switch one. Isn't one, but Aubameyang gets there. Chilwell now to hammer it to fellow Englishman Loftus-Cheek to run forward with it. Needs to try and squeeze past the fullback. Lascelles almost does. Wins a throw-in. This is where we did well against Bournemouth, with some good slick passing from a short throw-in as it's into Mason Mount. Kante is there. Kante through that gap onto Havertz. Backheeled towards Mount. Couldn't control it. Almost half-time and not one shot in the entire game so far apart from Mason Mount. As that is the whistle. 0-0. Literally not much at all I can say about that first half as N'Golo Kante breaks away right here from the mould into Mason Mount, who tried to step away. Unfortunately for him, just couldn't do so. As Wilson puts this out wide onto Ryan Fraser. Fraser into Manquillo. Fraser gets it back. Manquillo again. Tried to step in there. Unfortunately just couldn't do it. As Joelinton onto Hayden. Over the top. Unlucky from them. Kind of close as Kovacic onto Mason Mount. Now into N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante, he's just going to put it down this wing into Chilwell. Chilwell now across into Kai Havertz. And Havertz is going to run with it until he gives it on to Mount. who takes another shot on. The only player really getting them off. Do I take Loftus-Cheek off for Aspie? I don't think so. Aspilicueta is a good player still, but Loftus-Cheek is very impressive as he's here underneath the header, but headed away from Kieran Clark. Joe Linton on a run. Koulibaly coming across. Koulibaly's actually shredded by Joe Linton. And N'Golo Kante covering for the defender. Not very good at all from him as Aubameyang to backheel that into Loftus-Cheek. Now forward onto Kai Havertz. This is a good move down this wing. Very good passing. Kovacic finds Mason Mount. Kai Havertz is there as he's going to shoot through bodies, but blocked again by Clark. What a game he's having as Thiago Silva through onto Mason Mount. Kai Havertz coming off in a minute for Iñaki. I've had enough as Aubameyang steadies himself. And Dubravka with the save. Also Kovacic off for Gallagher. Bit more attacking, I would say, as Mount to whip this in towards Iñaki. And Stefan El Shaarawy to hammer it away. Chilwell to put the pressure on, but doesn't win it. As it's now a chance for them to come forward. Lascelles has this out wide. Mason Mount coming across to block that one off. Straight onto Conor Gallagher. And Iñaki making roads forward. He's got the pace of Dan Burn, who he's going to beat to this one. It's Iñaki Williams on the angle. The boot of Dubravka, as we're definitely dominating this second half. N'Golo Kante onto Conor Gallagher again. And Iñaki Williams, bit of an angle, just wide. As even now, N'Golo Kante is going to be brought off for for James Maddison. So we've got 3 attacking midfielders on, because I really, really want to win this game, as that's a ball into Aubameyang. Good cut away, and there is the goal. 12 minutes to go. Dubravka's done so well since now, but it's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang who cannot be stopped right there. And Chelsea have the breakthrough. You know we want to be challenging better, and that is a brilliant way to do so. Slick turn, bottom bins. Brilliant stuff as Hayden onto Wilson, over the top, lifted straight into Alan Saint-Maximin, who tries to get around us, and does, to be fair to him, Fofana. Easily knocks that one away though, and Iñaki Williams on the turn, straight into Aubameyang again. Tries to get away, but unfortunately cannot, as Dan Burn. Not long to go now. Lascelles, Joe Linton, Longstaff, just pedalling back a little bit. Khalid Koulibaly with that header away. Straight into the path of Conor Gallagher. Aubameyang almost. Need to kind of hold on to it though, because Newcastle, you can see they've gone attacking. They think they own a draw, or earn to draw, as Joe Linton at Thiago Silva. Corner ball late on here on Tyneside, as we need to defend this very well. Hayden coming off. Need to get this header away out of the box. It's Chris Wood. The throwing players on, you can see. Koulibaly with the header away. Maddison wins that header. Very well done. Straight onto Mason Mount, who's going to run it. He's just got to keep on trying to run it as well. 3 added minutes. Can he try and put a ball inside? He can, you know. Aubameyang chipped over the top. James Maddison. Game killed off. James Maddison, who was linked to the Geordies in real life, scores at St James's Park to wrap it up. Absolutely brilliant. That is a counter-attacking move and a half. The striker of the last goal setting up James Maddison at the near post. Caught them off guard whilst attacking. A good win and hopefully a clean sheet. As the whistle, there we go. Gone straight away, more or less. 2-0 win away from home. That should see us fly up the table. That's much more improved. Unlucky Eddie Howe. It's Chelsea's day. Not one defeat suffered, as it's showing us the Champions League group. Of course, we are second on goal difference to Milan, but I want to see the Premier League before we depart for today. We're up to 5th. Very nice indeed on goal difference above Arsenal. 17 points. Still 9 off Spurs, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a full season. They haven't lost a game, however. But come on, we've got to have faith, haven't we? And I definitely do have that. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Unfortunately, we've reached the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss anything in the future. As that has been it from me for today. Subscribe, of course, most importantly, if you're new around here and you want to be ready for FIFA 23 and the rest of this save. Let's take care, guys. In a bit. And peace.